now, your 21Alive First Alert forecast.
We're taking a live look over downtown Fort Wayne. Today is Thursday, June 13th. Thanks so much for joining us on our 21Alive Fastcast. The big story of the day today is that today is a first alert weather day. Liz, kind of track out what you guys are watching for the severe storm potential this evening.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Jess. Well, when it comes to things today, actually the morning and afternoon look really nice. We're mostly sunny, pretty hot today, and staying dry for your afternoon. It's not until closer to about 6 p.m. that we see thunderstorms starting to develop. If you live more north and west of Fort Wayne, so places like LaGrange, Noble, Kosciuszko County, Whitley County, that's where you start to run the risk of thunderstorms trying to maintain strength, and they could get a bit gusty at times. So strong winds possible in some of these thunderstorms. So if you have loose outdoor items, try to bring them inside. Notice though, as storms start to move more to the south, they break down more and really lose strength. So we're dealing with spotty thunderstorms for the evening and overnight hours. I think that first band in the evening hours runs the better risk of perhaps some of the stronger winds across the region. Now, before we even get to the storms, it is looking hot. Temperatures this morning already near 70 degrees. And watch as we warm things up today. Going into the afternoon, a very quick warm up as we near 90 degrees across the region as soon as about 3 p.m., Jess.
All right, Liz, lots to keep our eye on. We know you'll keep us updated. Thanks so much. We want to move on to some of your news headlines this morning. A Fort Wayne police officer is recovering in a hospital after police say a suspect threw suspected narcotics in his face. Police were serving a search warrant at a home on the city's south side yesterday morning. We're told the suspect was later then spotted in a truck near Stellhorn and St. Joe roads. Police say the driver initially pulled over but then led officers on a chase, eventually crashing on Hobson Road. Police telling us the suspect threw a white powder at the officer's face and they were taken to a hospital for evaluation. Okay, we now know the name of the man who was killed Monday on Fletcher Avenue in Fort Wayne. The Allen County coroner says 62-year-old Troy Madison died from a stab wound to his neck, and his death has since been ruled a homicide. Court records showing 47-year-old Yvonne Broadnax gave Madison $20 to buy crack cocaine, and when he kept the money instead, she stabbed him. She's charged with his murder. All right, we have continuing coverage over controversy over a solar farm project in Huntington County. After a commissioners meeting to discuss last night, we're told no solar energy systems will be built for the next 7 months there. At that meeting, Huntington County commissioners passed the amendment with a 5-3 vote. More than 100 people showed up to make their voices heard last night, with some supporting a solar farm coming to the county and others who were against it. We're told the petition to not create a solar farm there had thousands of signatures. After those 7 months, we're told the Huntington County Commissioners will come back together to vote on what to do in the future. All right, and we do want to end things, of course, on a high note. Rib Fest, Liz is returning. I know this is a huge favorite, especially as we're going into Father's Day weekend. I mean, you think of barbecue and you think of Dad on the grill for sure. Look at that food. Last year, Liz, I will never forget going to Rib Fest for the first time as a reporter. It is absolutely amazing. You get to go and try all the food. What are your thoughts? I need to know, are you heading out to Rib Fest this weekend? Tell me all about it.
You know what? I'm actually going out with Dad this weekend, not to Rib Fest, unfortunately, although I wish it was part of our plans because that video is making me so hungry.
Yeah.
And I remember when I used to be a morning reporter and doing Rib Fest, and that was probably one of my favorite stories to do. Getting to eat ribs at 5 a.m. was definitely a perk of the job.
You know, it's one of those things, you wake up real early as a morning reporter, as your morning anchor, morning meteorologist, but the day you get to go to Rib Fest and have ribs for breakfast makes it all worth it. I will say, kind of throws off your body clock a little bit. I was like, didn't feel super great after having a stack of ribs on TV at 5 o'clock in the morning last year, but my morning photographer keeps asking me, are we going to go to Rib Fest again this year? And I have to tell him, no, we can't do that this year, but definitely something I think I'm going to be checking out this weekend. It runs through Sunday, so if you guys are spending Father's Day with Dad, I'm sure it's going to be really busy, but there's a lot going on at Rib Fest. Like we said, that starts today and runs through Sunday. Of course, you guys are going to want to keep up to date with us on all of your news and weather. You can do that on 21alivenews.com. Today is a First Alert weather day, so make sure you download our 21Alive First Alert News app. We're going to leave you guys today on a live look over downtown Fort Wayne. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great morning.